Come on in, come on in. What's up, what's good, what's popping, what's cracking, what's percolating, what's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to a Really John? That's what we doing. Episode, I ain't saying, I'm just saying what the wrong with me nation. Man, y'all click that thing. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Shout out to Big Sam for hitting me up, inbox yesterday. Shout out to my man Gab, Machiavelli Media, all things Tupac related. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out on YouTube and everything. I make sure to put the link to his channel in the comment section. I also make sure to put the link to this video that I'm commenting on from John Campia. Now, John Campia, I'm going to say yesterday, the day before yesterday, about 11-minute video in which he's talking about recast T'Challa, toxic, boycott Black Panther 2. And he goes on to say, like so many other YouTube movie reviewers, that, he believes he wants T'Challa recast. But then he got to take that soft step back because he is a movie reviewer. And that's how John Campia makes his money. And John Campia, listen, I'm not asking nobody to jeopardize the bag. I am asking you to keep it a thou wide open. And if you can't keep it a buck, don't even speak on it. Like that's me. That's me right there. I'm not asking anybody to jeopardize they paper. I'm not. If you can't speak on this thing the way you're supposed to, don't speak on it or find somebody else that can. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So John Campia goes on. First, he wants to throw it out there. Hey, I believe T'Challa should be recast. But then he wants to go on and make the statement that those who want T'Challa recast, boycott Black Panther 2, feel like they can do anything about the movie or whatever. He makes some disparaging comments. Stupid, idiotic, buffoonish, out of their mind, crazy, whatever. Y'all might not like what I'm getting ready to say, but you're not going to be able to disagree with what I'm getting ready to say. John, you're a white man. Y'all don't have no choice but to agree with that. John, you can't speak on this. You can't. You lack. First, you lack the knowledge. Let's go ahead and say that. First, you lack the knowledge. Then you lack the integrity. I'm going to say that one. You lack the knowledge to speak on the character, and you lack the integrity to speak on the topic like you should. You're like, damn, Theo, that's cold. No, that's what that is. So let's go with it. When you insult the fan base of this particular character, first of all, this is a black character. You need to touch your nose and tap out. This would be no different than me speaking disparagingly upon the fan base whose character is LGBTQ or Muslim or Jewish or hell, just a female. You need me to give you some examples? The fans of Mark Spector, the fans of Kamala Khan. Cool, I can keep doing this one. Let me see here. Hell, the fans of Clark Kent from last year, because we all know people lost their collective ish when it came to them talking about having a black Kal-El, correct? Yes, we do know that's how that went down. We do. So what are we saying? Why is it that those fan bases can voice their opinions and everything be cool, but this fan base can't? I'm going to tell you why. Because you're a white man. You're a white man. You don't identify with me. I'm not asking for you to. I'm not looking for you to. Hell, be perfectly honest with you. I don't care if you identify with me or not. But what you will do is respect me as a man. You will respect me as a person. And if you lack the knowledge, because you don't know how important this character is to black people, because you don't read comics like that, John. And trust me, your comic book knowledge doesn't compare to mine. So, and you are seen as the de facto comic book guru in your group. And since you don't know as much as I do, then it's safe to say your group, your fan base, don't know as much as I do. Which is why I wasn't going to go back and forth with the two people who commented on the comment that I left in your section. We ain't got to do that. But what we can do, John, is have an open forum discussion. Live. And if you think there's somebody out there that knows more than I do and sits on the opposite side of the fence, you can be more than happy to bring them on. But let's play big bank take Lil Bank before you go down that road, though, because I want to make sure you know exactly who you're talking to. Because when you talked about insulting that fan group, the fan group that wants T'Challa recast, I wonder if you ever went into your comment section and educated the fan groups, the fans that say Chadwick Boseman, his co-workers, knew him better than his family did. Because you are in the film industry, right, John? I'm not. So you should be able to tell them that that movie shot from January 2017 to April 2017. And you being a huge Chadwick Boseman fan, like you alluded to, you know Chadwick Boseman was born in 1976. Do you ever stop to educate those fans? Do you ever, watch this, do you ever bring it up? Because y'all reading comments from the comment section and you're putting it out there on your YouTube channel. I know you see some other comments out there. Have you ever responded to that type of comment, John? That's actually idiotic in and of itself. That's actually stupid. That's buffoonish to believe that somebody can have a closer relationship with somebody over 4 months than somebody, because Chadwick was 41 at the time. So that means they would have gotten to know him better over 4 months than his family that got to know him 41 years. You will never address that, will you, John? You also won't address how, even though you said it's idiotic, whatever words you use, I'm paraphrasing here, for people to expect that something can be done with this movie. Well, John, G.I. Joe Retaliation. You know this movie, right, John? Because you are the movie critic. I'm just Theo B. But you, the movie critic, you the one who's got the fan base for movies. You know that G.I. Joe Retaliation was shot, done, and in the can. You know that, right, John? Yes, you do. And you know that a fan base was upset that Channing Tatum was not in that movie. You know that, don't you, John? You do, because me and you both went to go see the movie. And you know they had to reshoot that movie to put Channing Tatum in there. Even though they thought Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, was going to be able to move that movie, G.I. Joe Retaliation by itself, actually, it wasn't the actors, it was the writing. The writing sucked in that movie. But you and I both know, those in Hollywood know, that movie was done. They had to reshoot, re-edit that movie and add Channing Tatum in it. You know that. You see your fans in the comment section making that same bogus ass comment, but you never highlight that comment on your video, on your YouTube channel to address that BS. Do you, John? You also don't talk about how the fact that when fans talk about how this group knows more, love more about Chadwick Boseman, you don't even do a side-by-side comparison in regards to Fast and the Furious 7, in which this cast and crew actually had to deal with mourning during the death of filming, while this cast and crew actually had time to process it. You don't talk about how this writer, producer, director had to actually change the script on the fly, while this actor, writer, director actually had 5 or 6 scripts out there already. Which begs the question, as Aaron the Wordsmith Brinkley stated, comic book source. That's a valuable source. It's still sitting out there, John. If they are able to say, Nate Moore, Ryan Coogler, that this mantle can go to anybody as of May 2018, comicbook.com, this a reliable source, ain't been retracted. You know this, right? You should. Because let you tell it, you also a comic book fan. And you're also a movie critic. And this is more so up your alley than it is mine. So when you tell your fans about how Marvel is stuck between a rock and a hard place and they were going to lose either way, why you won't tell your fans that, John? Or if you can't, because you don't want to lose your money, why you won't bring somebody on that will? Black, white, Jew, Gentile. Somebody that's going to speak the truth on the character of T'Challa. Someone that's going to speak the truth on the man that is Chadwick Boseman. Hell, John, the way you talking, you act like you didn't sat down and talked to Derek your damn self. I see y'all highlighting the video, the photo that came from Chadwick Boseman's account. I see how y'all highlighting that. I do. But you never talked to the brother. None of y'all have. Ain't never reached out to the brother. That's crazy. Matter of fact, you can talk about what came from Chadwick Boseman's Twitter account, and we know Chadwick Boseman been gone. But you can't talk about the video on Urban Faith Network about the brother. And that interview is not only sitting out there, the brother is still very much alive. See, these are all the things that somebody would do if they chose to empathize with the group. See, if this was a character, an LGBTQ character, this is what I would do. I would tap my nose and reach out because I'm not LGBTQ. If this was about a female character, I would tap my nose and go away. Especially if there's a white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Aztecan, Brazilian, European. If there's a woman out there, and I know there is, that knows her comic book stuff, I ain't got to talk about that. She's sitting right there. I wouldn't even begin to, because she's going to be able to relate to this character in ways I can't. I know the complete history of Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, and Wonder Girl, and that is a confusing, oh my God. Oh my God. But I can't relate to Wonder Woman like a woman who has been rocking with Diana Prince and Themyscira since day one. I can't. I would try to relate. I would try to understand. But just be dismissive in my comments, John, that would make me irresponsible. Especially when, truth be told, everything I just said, you already know. Well, except for the comic book knowledge. You slacking in that area. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.
What would he want Black Panther 2 to be like?
I can't answer that.
What would you want it to be like? I can't come here and ask a Black Panther question. No, I'm joking there. No, I get it.
I mean, I would want him to be in it. I would want him to continue
Obviously,
to be
yeah.
King T'Challa. Now, I can answer what you aren't asking me.
Okay, what's that question?
I see a narrative being assembled by Hollywood. And I could be completely wrong, but a black man being a king does not fit the narrative of
Not at all.
what they want the world
Yeah.
to see. A black man being a victim, yeah.
Yeah.
Black men being killed in the streets, yeah.
Yeah.
But a black man being a king is not the narrative that they want the world to see. And I don't think they liked the response that came back from a black man being a king. And though I believe that black women are queens anyway,
Yeah.
I think that the narrative that we will see is that the Black Panther will be a female next.
You think so?
I believe so. I believe it'll be her little sister or his little sister. That's what I think. But a black man being a king does not fit what the powers that be want.
That's very interesting. You know, it's said that the more we do talk things out, the more we do start to heal, yes, but also the more we start to honor the person too, which is even deeper, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I have other battles to fight that are surrounding this.
Yeah.
So that narrative that I gave sounds kind of probably kind of conspiratorial.
You think?
I think so.
Why is that? I got to ask that. Why is that? The journalist in me's got to ask that question.
Say it again.
The journalist in me has to ask that question. Why is that?
I don't think anything happens by happenstance.
Huh.
I'm going to leave it right there for now.
I got to come back. Thank you, man, for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like strong grip there, man. I almost came out my chair.